How's it going, y'all? Talbot here, 5D Lifestyles. We are talking about magnesium bicarbonate water. I've done one video. I felt compelled to do another. If you have found yourself here on this video from the other one, awesome, welcome. I'm going to clear up a few things, and I'm just going to kind of, do a little re-up, go over a few things that I have changed in me making this solution. It is an awesome solution. I love consuming it. But one big thing a lot of people are asking is dosage. The dosage I gave out in the last video was 8 fluid ounces. That's what I was taking. All right. And to be honest, I was actually taking more than that. I would take 8 fluid ounces in the morning before I went to work. And then when I got home in the evening, I would take another, I would guess, I didn't measure it at night. I would guess it was about 4 fluid ounces. So I was taking like 10 to 12 fluid ounces a day over the summer, all right, with zero problems, because I was definitely tuned in, because if you take too much magnesium, your body can have, some smooth movements, if you know what I mean. I didn't have any issues. I was good to go. Again, I was paying attention to that. So then I got back here to Ecuador, where my lifestyle very much changed, and I was making this and consuming it along with my wife, and on that same dosage, not working out for us, all right? My wife had... Huh? With our boys. Can you see this boy back there? With our boys. I got back with our boys. So my wife taking that dose had one day where she had bad stomach cramps. I definitely had some diarrhea at times. And I'm like, what is going on? I was taking this dose and everything was fine. And I was like, what was different about what I was doing in the States compared to what I'm doing here in Ecuador? And I was like, was I more active? I work as a raft guide up there. I'm like, was I more active every day? I'm like, no, because I'm doing stuff in my body all the time down here. And I'm like, got it. It hit me. It hit me like a ton of bricks, y'all. Sun. I was out in the sun so much more. Granted, I get a lot of sunlight here, but up there, my job was outdoors. I was in the sun. I was like, my arms were exposed in the sun. I was in the sun. My legs were in the sun. And what do you get when you get in the sun? And gang, I will do videos all about it. I don't wear sunscreen. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm a redhead. I don't wear sunscreen. What sunscreen does is it does a variety of things, but it blocks your ability to uptake vitamin D, all right? Your skin, your epidermis is one of the best ways to uptake a very important vitamin, vitamin D, something that a lot of us are lacking in. And so it dawned on me that I'm like, that must be it, because I was undoubtedly getting way less sun exposure down here than I was up there. So I've been really thinking about it, and then I started to look into it. I looked on the internet, and yes, there is a total relationship with your body's ability to assimilate magnesium as well as calcium with vitamin D. So there's this huge relationship that I'm learning about between magnesium and calcium, which I knew about already, but also vitamin D, as well as vitamin K, vitamin A. All these things are in like a synergistic balance of your body's ability to absorb them. So it was fascinating to me that I was able to take about 12 fluid ounces of magnesium bicarbonate water with no issues. And now down here, I'm probably taking 4 fluid ounces, and that is more than enough. If I go much over that, it's not really working out for me. I find this interesting. I'm going to do a lot more like personal body studies where I'm going to spend some time outside in the sun, getting vitamin D exposure intentionally, and play with vitamin or magnesium dosage. I wanted to do this video because I feel like, I hope I didn't lead too many people astray on consuming too much magnesium water and having issues. So there you go, folks. That is my theory. So calcium is something very, very important, but you want it in your bones. You don't want it to accumulate in your joints and your tissues and things like that. Magnesium helps to get it in your bones, but also vitamin D helps as well. So you want all these things. I know it's the winter time in the States. You can't get as much vitamin D from your sun. Some variety of ways to get it. Cod liver oil, I highly recommend it. We take it. There are a lot of other ways of fat-soluble vitamin D, other ways to get vitamin D. Important magnesium, important calcium, important. So that's my takeaway there, folks. The other thing is, I was talking about in the last video how I do like overkill on the amount here. I do like 5 grams for 1 liter. I don't do that anymore. I feel like that is a waste. It's unnecessary. So I am going back to 4 grams per liter. It is a skill, y'all, to get it in there, right? So once it sits in that liquid, it takes a second and then it starts to foam. So you want to try to get it in there in the right speed. So I'm going to try this again. On the last video, I foamed it. It periodically happens here. So this is a 1.5 liter carbonated water. It has been chilled. It's important to chill it because then the CO2 is in more suspension, and that's what you're trying to do here, is bind the magnesium with the CO2 to make magnesium bicarbonate. I'm not, I'm talking fast. All right, so I cut off the funnel to make it a little easier to pour, and then I've got it in a spoon, right? And so in the spoon, I feel like I can pour a little better. If I pour it all in one go like I did in the last video, it'll bind up in there. So I'm gonna try to like ease it down in there. It's like a fine play of timing here. So here we go, we're going for it. All right, bubbles up. It's just natural that you're gonna lose a little. All right. Going slow. I don't have my end. Oh my gosh. I spilled a little, not much. Get the cap, you see what I'm talking about? Then it goes up. Oh yeah. Gang, it's not super easy, but I feel like that was pretty good. Again, if you wanna get a little more info, watch that last video, but basically you're putting 4 grams per liter, so 6 grams in this one for the 1.5 liters. Once you get it in there, try to save as much of the CO2 as you can, and then shake it up for 30 seconds. And shake it down? Yeah. Cool, so that's 30 seconds. I'm gonna put this in my fridge for about a half an hour, then I'm gonna pull that out, shake it up again. It will deflate a little. You can pop the gas and then shake it up again. I probably won't film that because by that time it'll probably be a little dark here. Again, if you want more instruction on how to do this, check out my last video. But I did just want to make sure I was clear on dosage. So now at this point, I will be taking about 4 fluid ounces. My wife, she's smaller than me, she takes about 2 fluid ounces and feels pretty darn good with that. As far as how to take it, I take it in 1 hit in the morning. Another way that people have said in the comments, and I think it's a great way, is to take this concentrated amount and mix it into a bigger water bottle, right? Maybe this size water bottle full of just spring water or non-chlorinated water, and take that throughout the day. Then you're kind of like getting a nice ease of magnesium throughout the day. Not a bad idea. I don't do that, and I don't find it to be an issue at all, although I think that's a great idea. So I hope that helps. I hope it answers any problems. I do think this is a great thing to take. We all need magnesium. We all need calcium in the right places. I feel like we get enough calcium. It's just if your body can put it in the right spot. And we all need vitamin D, right? So get all those things, you get vitamin K. We're gonna talk more about this on our journey of health and nutrition. Thank you so much to all of our patrons at Patreon. It's huge. It's super exciting. It's definitely motivated me so much more. Look, we're putting out 2 videos this week compared to our normal 1. Check out Patreon if you want to become a patron. It's awesome. It's super helpful. You do get access to other content exclusive only to the patrons, which will increase more. Again, thank you. Check out more details in the description. Subscribe. We're doing this on a regular. Health, nutrition, and a synergistic balance of all those things out in the real world, aka gardens and whatnot. We're doing our best here, folks. We're doing our best. Thanks for tuning in. Exciting. Boys, anything you guys want to say now?